Like many golfers, Jason Dufner is a creature of habit. Take a glance at his results on the PGA Tour and you notice some trends, some favourite venues, places where he simply feels comfortable.
Obviously, there's been a bit of a trend the last couple of years with playing well on certain golf courses. I tend to keep those on the schedule. I've had some good results at TPC Sawgrass, which I absolutely love. And I've had good results at Zurich, which is in New Orleans, and I'm not all that crazy about the golf course. But there seems to be some trends. I think the more you play out here, the more you figure out which weeks you want to play. You get comfortable with certain golf courses, maybe. You remember past experiences, good or bad. In this case, we're talking about good experiences on courses, so I think that gives you a little bit of confidence.
We caught up with Jason as he assessed the venue for last week's WGC Accenture Matchplay Championship, the Jack Nicklaus-designed Ritz-Carlton at Dove Mountain.
It's a difficult golf course. There's a lot of room to play off the tee, but your approach shots need to be precise. Your putting and pitching need to be pretty good. The green complexes are a little tricky, and it's a bit of a lot to get in 2 days of prep. There's no way I could spend enough time in 2 days knowing everything about this golf course. You try to, pick your lines off the tees, get comfortable with the areas you want to hit into off the tee, and then just be careful of some hole locations with these greens being so tricky.
Jason broke up his practice into 2 nines, covering the front on Monday and the back 9 on Tuesday. We followed him out to the 13th hole to see how he maps out his strategy.
Pretty long par 5. I think it's about 585 yards. I think generally the wind is down, so it gives you a good chance to get there in 2. You got a bunker you need to carry about 285, or you can play a little left of it and then into the green. Obviously with match play, you want to try and be in the fairway, maybe put a little pressure on your opponent. There's not too much trouble up around the green. I think if you can get it closer to the pin, generally speaking, we're better at being able to convert those into birdie opportunities on par 5. So if you're anywhere in the fairway and maybe like 250 or less to the front, you want to give it a go. Luckily here on tour, we've got some pretty good books here. If you can take a look at this, this is just a whole green diagram. We're on 13, so let me get to 13. But as you can see, they give you the whole diagram of the green, which gives you slope and break on the green. It's not very precise per se as far as, this putt's going to break a cup or 2 cups, but it gives you a definitely generalized feel of the break.
Although he was teeing it up in his first match play event as a pro, his runner-up finish in the 1998 US Amateur Public Links meant he knew what to expect from the format.
Obviously, you're playing your opponent a little bit more than maybe the golf course that you would in a stroke play event. So I think that can be a unique and different experience. I play a lot of matches at home and on the road here, practice rounds with guys, just maybe a little money match here and there. So, usually that has a match play format.
Dufner bowed out to an informed Peter Hansen in the first round at Dove Mountain, but a series of strong results since coming second at the PGA last year has put him in contention for the Ryder Cup.
It's definitely one of the biggest goals this year. With my finish in the PGA last year, I got off to a great start. To start this year, I think I was about second in points. I've dropped a little bit, but that's one of the goals for this year. I don't set too many goals, but it being a Ryder Cup year, I think it's very important for me to put a good effort this year and try to make that team. You never know how many opportunities come around.
11th right now, the man from Cleveland, Ohio, has his eyes on Chicago in September.